Alperen Sengun was playing professional ball long before his NBA career. He was the Turkish Junior League champion in 2019 and the MVP of the Turkish League in 2021, before being drafted 16th overall in that year's draft. Sengun was originally drafted by the Thunder but was traded to Houston for 2 future firsts. While the Thunder do love their first round draft picks, they have to be somewhat regretting this decision. Today, I'll be talking about Alperen Sengun and how much potential he really has. If you like these kind of breakdowns and enjoy the content, be sure to like the video and subscribe. I do a lot of breakdowns on players as well as other NBA content that drops weekly. Sengun can basically do everything on offense. He can shoot, drive, finish, and take you to the post. One thing that stood out for Sengun, even when people were scouting him pre-draft, was his footwork. I love watching this guy go to work, whether it's in the post, driving, or taking someone one-on-one. He can do it all, and his footwork lets him get to the spots he wants, even at the size of 6'9", 235. He's a big guy, and he can manipulate the defender to create shots for himself in a crafty way. Here's a plot showing perimeter shooting and overall shot creation. While most bigs are in the negatives for perimeter shooting, we can at least see that Sengun is better for perimeter shooting than bigs such as Vucevic and Anthony Davis. 2 guys that are considered pretty solid 3-point shooters. They're not known for being bad. The impressive part of this plot is the bottom axis. When it comes to overall shot creation, Sengun was 5th best in the league when it came to shot creating bigs last year. That is extremely impressive when you put into perspective that it was just his first year in the NBA. This guy was a rookie being one of the best shot creating bigs in the league. Alperen is a great shot creator and a go-to playmaker for this Rockets team. Since Sengun is such a threat to score, he has a lot of on-ball gravity with his game. Defenders often crash to get the ball out of his hands, which opens up space for others on the floor. Sengun gives you great spacing when you put the ball in his hands and let him go to work and do what he's best at, scoring or finding others open looks. What's so nice about this Rockets offense is with great ball handlers such as Jalen Green and KPJ, they can be effective on offense in a variety of ways. They don't always have to play through Sengun, but they have that luxury if they want to. Here's a look at Sengun's playmaking metrics. Just look at these grades, B's or A's in every category. Alperen is a player that has great playmaking talent and passing efficiency. When he has the ball in his hands, he'll find the open man if there is one. He can run your offense the same way Denver runs theirs through Jokic. He's that type of player. If the Rockets can put together a lineup with shooting throughout while Sengun is on the floor, they could run some extremely effective sets through Sengun. While the Rockets may not have the best defense in the league, Sengun gives this team a boost when he's on the floor. For reference of how impactful Sengun is on this team, check out this post from B-Ball Index. It's hard to be an anchor big when you have poor perimeter defense around you. Sengun is technically the 2nd best anchor in the league when it comes to having poor perimeter defense. So what does this tell us? The Rockets are getting blown by on the perimeter, but they have Sengun back there, and he's pretty effective at protecting the rim and holding it down when the perimeter D crumbles. With the Rockets being a majority young team, it's tough for young teams to be great at defense. NBA defense usually takes years for some to figure out how to be effective. If this team keeps growing and they improve upon their perimeter defense as the years go by, having an anchor like Sengun back there will lead to this being a great defensive squad. Alperen in one season proved he can hold his own back there, but it's on the rest of the team to now pick up the slack on defense to make his life a little more easier. Do you remember earlier when I said the Rockets have the luxury of running an offense with Sengun similar to how Denver can run through Jokic? What I'm most excited for this year is seeing the Rockets rely more on Alperen's ability to initiate the offense. While they do have great scoring guard play, a lot of talent at the guard position, now you add in Jabari Smith, there's a lot of talent in this roster, but why not implement more Sengun-focused schemes to throw the defenses off? The Rockets have too many offensive options on this team, so that's what makes them exciting. While they say defense wins championships, you also can't win if you don't score. Rockets head coach Stephen Silas said during preseason, "We're starting 5 out, and then we're going into 4 out, 1 in. That is new for us." This is something they're trying to do after just one season of Sengun. Silas knows what type of player he has in Alperen, and he knows that Sengun is the player you can build an offense around. The looks he can get for others is something you don't find out of many bigs in this league. The playmaking mixed with his rim running ability and fancy footwork, he's the type of player you dream about making in NBA 2K. Sengun may not be known to many casual fans, but he does already have people talking. And when I say talking, I don't just mean about his free throw routine where he's whispering into the ball. I'm talking about his skill. Draft Dummies on Twitter saying, whether or not you believe in his defense long term, one thing is for sure, Alperen Sengun is going to put up numbers this year. He'll often even be the hub of the Houston offense. Sleeper MIP candidate if everything goes right. NBA University on Twitter saying, Alperen Sengun had an extremely underrated rookie year. At only 19, he has a grasp of spacing, unbelievable anticipatory passing, double team awareness, short roll ability, and ISO scoring chops. He led all rooks in scoring gravity and was solid defensively despite his context. Now that context being that Alperen is an effective defensive anchor, but Houston is pretty not so good when it comes to perimeter defense. Overall, people are starting to notice Alperen Sengun, and it's hard not to like the kid. The Rockets were a great landing spot for Sengun, and I'm extremely excited to see how he can take that next step forward this year and improve his game even more. He was already impressive last year. You add a new Rockets offense that's more focused on letting him go to work, as well as more talent and shooting to boost the roster, such as a top pick in Jabari Smith. This team will be exciting to watch on offense. Sengun could very well be in the conversation for most improved if this offense runs through him like head coach Stephen Silas hinted that they might. And if the Rockets can improve their record, it might be wraps for the MIP contest. We'll have to wait and see though, but it definitely looks like Alperen Sengun is up for a big season this year. Alright, that's all for me today. Let me know down in the comments, are you guys excited for this Rockets team, and how do you think Sengun will do this year? If the offense centers more around him, do you see him making a major jump this season? Is he an all-star caliber player, or do you just see him being more of a solid role guy on most teams? Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content similar to this. Subscribing helps a lot for smaller creators like myself, so it would be much appreciated. Hope you guys have a good one, and peace.